What's up, guys? I'm DK Wrestler, and in today's video, it's a brand new installment of This Week in Funko News. If you're new to the channel, it's pretty self-explanatory. I talk about the news throughout the Funko world that had happened this past week, whether it's confirmed announcements, leaks, stuff like that. Which, speaking of leaks, I did do a video earlier this week about the abundance of Funko Pop leaks, which you guys definitely should check out, concerning I'm not going to mention in this video. But without further ado, let's check it out. So the first announcement is a set of Retro Toys Pop Snow Globes. Now, I believe I talked about these last week with the Pixar Snow Globes. I mean, they seem like an alright idea, but I think it all comes down to what is the price point going to be. Next up, we have a brand new set of Star Wars Pops, which the set is pretty cool, especially the Luke Skywalker with remote, which is a pop that I had originally predicted for redeemable for the Star Wars NFTs, but it's cool that we do have it here with this specific set, and it looks like with the R2-D2 and Princess Leia hologram, this is basically a remold, or I guess a remake, of that San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2-pack. Next up is a brand new set of Superman movie Funko Pops. And this set is pretty decent, especially with the Superman Deluxe pop that they have, where it's like Krypton, I believe it is, like the planet that Superman's from. I think that's pretty cool. Up next, we have ourselves a set of Dragon Ball Z Biddy Pops. Now, I did mention in the leaks video that I posted that there's going to be One Piece Biddy Pops, and this is kind of a confirmation that we are going to be seeing more anime-themed Biddy Pops with Dragon Ball Z's. Speaking of Biddy Pops, we now have Biddy Pop boxes for Lilo's home for Lilo and Stitch, Pennywise's lair from It, the Hogwarts castle from Harry Potter, and the Byers house from Stranger Things. I honestly don't know how I feel about these, because it just seems like it's going to be this huge moments, I guess, with a couple of different Biddy Pops that you can only get exclusive with these Biddy Pop boxes. Next up is a Fairly Odd Parents Loungefly backpack. I mean, that's pretty cool, but when are we going to get the confirmation of those Fairly Odd Parents Pops that are expected to come out soon? We got ourselves a Lunch Lady Chris Farley from Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary set that will be exclusive to Target. And I obviously love this pop because Chris Farley is my favorite actor of all time. Wish he was still around. Next up is a brand new set of WWE Pops, and I really enjoy this set for the fact that besides one pop, every single pop is of a superstar that has never had pops previously. Of course, Gunther the Ring General, and this is when he had the Intercontinental Championship. Io Sky, who at one point was the WWE Women's Champion. L.A. Knight, yeah, and he's doing that pose, which is awesome. Stacy Keibler, which I knew about this considering of the leak, but if I didn't know about the leak, I probably would have thought it was a new Liv Morgan, to be honest. And then the X-Pac pop, which is really awesome with the tongue sticking out. The Shawn Michaels is okay, but I can definitely tell that they were trying to attempt him doing the sweet chin music. And I guess also there is the John Cena pop that's going to be exclusive to Fanatics, but that was only a first look and not confirmed yet, especially also the leak of that pop along with another version of LA Knight, which I find is a little bit better than the common one, but unfortunately neither one of those pops that I just talked about will be eligible for the top 5 list, only the 6. Next up, we have DC Pride Pops, and these seem pretty decent. I like the box art, and of course, the way that they made them that show off the different colors of the rainbow, rather than prior years, like let's say with the SpongeBob one, where it's practically just a translucent rainbow. But with these pops, they aren't just a translucent rainbow, they incorporate colors from the rainbow, and not all of them, which is still pretty sweet. Next up, we have pops from Secret Nymph, which I don't know if I said that correctly, but these pops do look really cool, and there's even going to be a Funko Shop exclusive Justin to go along with that set, so a nice little 4-pop set if you are a fan of this specific movie. Next up, we got Vincent Smith from Motel Hell, and not gonna lie, when I first seen this pop, because I only seen the pop itself and not the box, I thought that this possibly may have been a pop of Piglet for the Winnie the Pooh horror movie, because that's exactly what it looks like, but then I found out it was for something else, so now it made a little bit more sense. But the detail of this pop does look awesome with the amount of blood that's on it, and then the chainsaw he's holding in his hand. Next up, we got ourselves a set of Barney Pops that feature Barney Barney and Baby Bop. Long overdue. I am so glad that we actually have Barney Pops, and it actually was a little surprising to me that these are actually a part of the Retro Toys lineup and not for Pop Television. But honestly, these are two perfect characters in my opinion to do. Just do Barney, do Baby Bop. Absolutely perfect, down to the last minute detail. Next up is a Target exclusive Black Rose Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! Of course, knowing me and trying to get a 100% set of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pops, I will be getting this at some point, and I am glad that it's a Target exclusive because here in Canada, Target exclusives, because we don't have Target here, get sent to GameStop. We got a new pop of Shaun from Shaun of the Dead, which is going to be a specialty series exclusive and also has a bloody chase. Yeah, this is a pretty cool pop, and I love the fact that we do have a Shaun pop that isn't for the Funko Fusion lineup. Now you can get it from the Shaun of the Dead and not the Funko Fusion video game. Up next is an Amazon exclusive soft colored Charmander. These are f***ing stupid. Like, it just looks like you took the normal Charmander pop that released back in 2019, you left it out in the sun for a couple of days, and now it's faded to heck. The only thing that I will give these pops credit for, and I think I mentioned that when the Bulbasaur had been announced and released, was the design of the box. Funko had released an I Love LA t-shirt where proceeds would be going to Los Angeles because of the forest fires, which I think is a really neat idea, and I do love the design, of course, especially because you got a big logo on the front and probably nothing on the back. That at least is not my gripe that I have with shirts. Word is on the street that Funko MSRP increase for commons will go from $12 to $15. And yes, as you can tell, I used the thumbnail for the recent Gazzlecast video because the post that Diss Trackers did no longer exists for some reason. But yes, this is something I definitely wanted to talk about for the fact that once again, we're going to be getting an increase for common pops, and $15, this being USD, which for Canada means it's going to be just over $20, especially with the ridiculous exchange rate of, I believe it's $1.44 for us here in Canada compared to the US. Yeah, this is why I definitely mentioned, I believe in our last pop hunt of 2024, that the only way I am buying common pops now is either if we get those 25 to 30% off sales at, let's say, my local GameStop, or at GameStop, usually every Friday, they have $5 Fridays where select pops are $5. Next up, we have some Target Con 2025 announcements with Cameron Fry from Ferris Bueller's Day Off and a Pop Deluxe of Spider-Man for Marvel. I love the fact that for Ferris Bueller's Day Off, they did do a remake of the Cameron Fry with the Detroit Red Wings jersey. And as you can actually tell in the box, there's both a Target Con sticker and an NHL licensing sticker. And then with the Spider-Man pop, I do like the idea of him being in the webs and especially the background. And the last announcement we're going to be talking about is the next Funko NFT drop of Freddy's Dark Valentine, which these pops look pretty sweet, and I was excited for the fact, hey, let's do a Funko NFT video on February 4th on this, until it was revealed it is only for people who have the fan rewards, which means only people in the United States of America can participate in the drop. I'm not going to go into too much detail of what I think about the whole situation because tomorrow here on the channel, I am going to be doing a video specifically talking about this whole situation. But nonetheless, it is now time to do our usual top 5 list. Coming in at number 5 on my list is Vincent Smith from Motel Hell. Now, this is a really detailed pop, like I mentioned, because of the pig face, the blood, and of course the chainsaw with, of course, blood on it. However, the reason why this pop doesn't make it any higher is the fact that I know for sure I'm not going to be getting this because I have no idea what Motel Hell is. Coming in at number 4 on my list is LA Knight, yeah, from the WWE lineup. This whole lineup is absolutely awesome, but the one that excited me the most was LA Knight, especially the way that they did pull off the pop with the posing of telling you LA Knight, yeah, and then with the glasses and everything. This pop turned out so good, and there may be a chance I may actually buy it, or maybe I'll wait for that other version, which I do like better, and that's why this pop is a little lower on the list. Coming in at number 3 on my list is the Target exclusive Black Rose Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! You knew at some point Yu-Gi-Oh! Was going to be on the list if you've watched this channel for a while, and I will be getting this pop at some point, but it's a dual monster that I'm not entirely familiar with. I'm assuming this is still a part of that crop of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX pops. Coming in at number 2 on my list is the the Target exclusive lunch lady Chris Farley from Saturday Night Live. I knew for sure that this pop had to be high up because I even said when the Matt Foley pop had released that the next pop they should do for Chris Farley for Saturday Night Live is the lunch lady skit. And that's what we have here, the mole on the face, the gloves, the whole attire. This pop is absolutely hilarious, and there may be a chance that possibly I do add this, even though I do really want that Matt Foley one, and that might be the only one. And coming in at number 1 on my list is Barney. I definitely felt that this had to be number 1 because Barney is so long overdue in the Funko Pop lineup, and the way that Barney was executed in pop form just looks absolutely perfect, like I mentioned, to the last minute detail. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's This Week in Funko News episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below on what announcement excited you the most this past week. And I hope to see you guys in another video here on the channel. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.